Can you hear me? Gina, can you hear me? Shoot. Can you hear?
Trina, do you know, is Abby away? I haven't noticed the Pilates.
Huh?
Do you know if Abby, is she away or something?
I have no idea.
Okay, the Pilates class hasn't been on the schedule for a couple weeks. I was just curious.
I don't know.
Because it got pretty big. They moved it up here.
I know.
All right.
Can you hear? Can you hear?
Do we need the therapy balls today?
No. Hey, Natasha. How are you? Good.
Larry hasn't abandoned us yet.
Huh?
Larry hasn't abandoned us yet.
Not yet.
He's
July.
going to.
He is.
We should get bad about it. Make him feel bad about it. This is good.
This is good? Okay. I'll turn the fan up a little. Everybody's so quiet. Come on there. My cat got me this morning. Yeah. I didn't even really feel it, and then I looked down and I was bleeding. Yeah. I was petting her, and she wanted me to stop petting her and feed her. No, no, no. It's just a little. She was just did fake bite, but then I pulled away, and when I pulled away, her fangs got stuck on my skin. She didn't really mean to do it.
Yeah, so I was like, wow.
And that wasn't. She'd already been fed because she gets fed, and then she gets breakfast dessert. I know.
You have just the one or you?
Just the one. and then she gets a little dry.
Yeah.
I counted the little croutons that she
Take a
gets.
Frank's place. Anna. Yeah, this is Larry. Yeah.
I heard you were running yesterday.
Yes, we were.
Someone told me you ran by.
I didn't go to my meeting, and she made me get out of my funk. And
Out for a little run.
Yeah.
Nice. Did she tell you how tough this is going to be?
yeah.
I almost gotta be careful because I could sell it a little bit too much, you know, like with that straight face, and then I'm like, oh shit, they really. In my brain, I'm real funny. I don't know if I am. But when I get my brain, like I'm funny. I was the class clown, so I mean, I think that maybe a couple things maybe I say could be funny, but I don't know if all of it is. Anything y'all want to do today? Postures or body parts? Shoulders? Okay. Anyone else? Boat. Boat? Okay. Some what? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You don't have your knee brace on.
Yeah, I forgot it today. You know, that's all right. It's got to learn how to hold itself up anyway. All right, you ready? Let's do it. Take a nice seat. Close the eyes. Sit up tall. Take a few breaths. You know, there's always this energy when you come to the studio. Today it's pretty hot because there's a lot happening, right? There's some real good positive energy around here. But I think of the yoga studio as I think of like most holy places, right? When you walk in, there's just this energy about them. And it's the same here. And that happens because of the energy that you all put out, right? That you feed it. That comes from the support that you all give each other, the work that you do. And I know the stuff that I ask you all to do is not easy. It's pretty challenging. But that's part of the game of yoga, right? The game is going to have some times that are going to be, things are going to be accessible, and sometimes they're going to be a little edgy. But no matter what they are, we're always going to set ourselves up for success. So we're going to take a breath, and we're going to set a foundation, and we're going to engage so that when we do express, and your express is going to be like your reach, your bend, your fold, your twist. When we do express, we're in the best position we can be. We want to find that edge. We don't want to go too far, but we want to go far enough. The sweet spot. What's the sweet spot of your breath? Those are the little refinements that we do. So right away, you can find a sweet spot by just listening to yourself breathe. Right? We don't have to think about our breath at all. It's going to happen subconsciously. So if we bring a little consciousness to it, we can use it in different ways. We're going to use it to engage and support. We're going to use it to open, extend. From listening to yourself breathe, maybe slow down the beginning of the inhale and push more on the end of the exhale. And or count out the breath. Make the inhale 2 or 3 seconds, make the exhale the same 2 or 3 seconds. Find Ujjayi breath. If you're not sure what Ujjayi breath is, it's where we let the air rebound off the back of our throats. So I'll try to do it a little loud. It's kind of like you're fogging a mirror. So as I inhale, it would be, and then as I exhale, and that way we keep the breath close to us. Feel the breath turn to movement. On the inhale, let the arm lift. And let the exhale bring the thumbs to touch, and the pinkies, and the pointer fingers, and the ring fingers, and the middle fingers. the petals of the lotus, closing. And one time together to initiate our practice, together the sound of Om, all together. Deep breath in. Beautiful. As we softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. Inhale, lift the head, open the eyes, release the hands. Okay, let's start out in puppy dog. Take a block here for you. What's going on? So puppy dog, we want to do the version where our hips are going to stack up on top of our knees. Sometimes we take our hips back to our sit bones. Here we want to be lifted up a little more. Kind of like a non-weight or a less weight-bearing downward dog. The arms are overhead. The hands are at least shoulders width apart. For some of us, we're going to go even a little bit wider. We're not going to go any narrower. For most of us, we're going to go a little wider. For me, my pinky, my ring finger, and my middle finger all hang off the mat. And that's just the space I need with my shoulder and things that are going on my body, so feel where you need to be. Now we're going to start to energize this a little bit. So curl the toes. Now in your hands, hug your hands in. Keep your forearms lifting up so they come up off the mat. Keep your inner biceps lifting up so they come up off them, like they're lifting away from the mat. Slide your forehead off the mat so you start to engage the muscles in the neck. You start to feel this in your upper back now. Pull your belly to your spine. Pull your shutters closed. Yeah, so your spine is neutral. Charge your legs up. So you're sweeping the heels out, you're hugging the shins in, you're pulling your heels to your butt. Now, keeping all that, soften your chest down towards the mat a little bit. And you're going to feel this nice opener come up the arms, the chest, the side bodies. And then as you look forward, TP the fingers on the right hand, thread the left hand underneath with the palm up. Take the twist. Keep that twist above the waist in the thoracic spine. That's where the twists are going to happen. And you're going to do that by pushing down into your left knee and firing up that left hip. Then you're going to breathe forward out of your waist so that your spine gets long. Now you're going to twist open even a little bit deeper. So maybe take your right elbow to the sky. It'll make a little more space to peek underneath that right arm. Inhale, come back to center. Soften down the middle. When you're ready, TP the fingers on the left hand, thread the right hand underneath. So now we're going to push down into our right knee. We're pulling that energy up the leg into the hip where we're going to root it. That's below the waist. Then we're going to breathe above the waist, and as the spine gets long, maybe this time we take our left elbow to the sky. That'll twist under, reach that right hand across the room. One more breath. And then inhale, come back to center, soften down the middle. Keep those bellies in, keep those shutters closed. Next inhale, come up, all fours, hands and knees. Hands an inch or two in front of your shoulders, knees an inch or two behind your hips. Low mountain. So power pose, right? We're hugging in here. Hugging muscle to bone, everywhere. Belly's in, shutters are closed. If you're not sure where your shutters are, right here, right? The top of your ab. The shutters want to blow open. You're going to close them. Take a couple breaths. You feel the expansion happening through the upper trunk with the breath between the ribs. When you're ready, work your cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back, lift the sit bones, reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, round the back. Look to your belly, lengthen your sit bones towards your heels. Your inhale, arch, and your exhale, round. Now stay with your breath. So 2 seconds to inhale. That's how long it's going to take to arch. 2 seconds to exhale. How long it's going to take to round. Nice pace, y'all. It's easy to rush, right? We've been talking about this for a few weeks now. I think one of the most challenging things to do is to actually stay with your breath. We want to rush, so it should feel slow. One more, and then come to a neutral position. So find that flat back. Then take the right arm up, left leg back, come to spinal balance. The thumb's going to point up, and the toes are going to point down. Now see where Trina's foot is? It's only maybe like 6 inches or so from the floor. If she lifts her heel too high, look what happens. Anterior pelvic tilt. We definitely don't want that. Exhale, lower, left arm up, right leg back. What she's doing is, like, if I push on her foot, she's kicking back into my hand. Extension out of the hip, not engagement of the low spinal erectors. Exhale, lower, right arm up, left leg back. Now reach back out of the heel, forward out of the fingertips and the crown of the head, even breathing side to side. Exhale, lower, left arm up, right leg back. Keep hugging into the middle. So front to back, side to side, top to bottom's pushing down. Exhale, lower, put it with your breath. Inhale, right arm up, left leg back. Exhale, lower. Your next inhale, left arm up, right leg back. Your exhale, lower. Keep it going. Remember, stay slow. You got 2 or 3 seconds to lift the arm and the leg. You have 2 or 3 seconds to lower the arm and the leg, right? That's a lot of time to adjust, to hold on, to check in, right? That's the idea of moving with your breath. Now, we started with our right arm and our left leg, finish with your left arm and your right leg. We'll meet back in low mountain. Take a breath here. Step back to plank. And when you're ready, downward dog. Now, first downward dog, you could bend the knees if it feels good here. In every downward dog, you could bend the knees. But on this first one, it's going to soften it up a little bit. Just like we did before when we were in puppy dog. We clawed the floor. We had to hug our hands in. We had our forearms lifting up. We had our inner biceps lifting up. Now, a little more challenging here because we're bearing more weight. But same action. Now slide the back of your neck or your throat to where the ceiling and the wall meet at the front of the room. Yeah, because if the neck hangs, the upper back goes, and we disengage the shoulders from their sockets. We're trying to keep all this integration. Pull your belly in, pull your shutters closed. Now charge your legs up. Now if you want to keep the knees bent, keep them bent. But if you want to straighten them, reach from your hip down the back of your legs and out the bottom of your heels. And then inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take the 3 nice breaths. The way to keep those shoulders safe in chaturangas, you want to spin the lids off the ball jars. Well, I guess this one would be an off and this one will be an on. Okay? But you're doing this with your hands. Lower your chest, push up through plank, back to downward dog. That action is going to shoot right back to that bottom tip in your scapula, your shoulder blade. As soon as you come into plank, you're going to start doing that action. Let's try it. Inhale, come forward to plank, work the lids on the ball jars. Exhale, lower, chaturanga, keep working it. Inhale, come up, cobra, baby cobra. Nice, take 3 breaths. You should feel strong and integrated when you do that action. It's bringing things together. After your 3 breaths, back to chaturanga or lower your chest, push up through plank, back to downward dog. Keep pushing those hands down and forward. Don't let your head hang. Remember, slide the back of your neck towards the front of the room where the ceiling and the wall meet. Keep the activation in the neck. Feel it work into the upper back. Feel the spine come into neutral. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, lunge. So we're high in the fingertips of the blocks, wherever your space is. Charge those legs up. Remember, there's balance here. Balance in muscle energy of lifting this left thigh up, but balance of organic energy of softening that right thigh down. See, it's way easier for Trina to hold this leg up if she softens this right one down, right? It just creates more balance in the hips. Now keep that power, Keep drawing in. So you're hugging front heel back and back toes forward. You're hugging shins into the midline. You're pushing down. Now reach back out of the heel, forward out of the knee, forward out of the crown of the head. Y'all are like, I feel like you're frothing to come up. Like I'm watching every game. Like, all right, here we go. Inhale, come up. Virabhadrasana 1 crescent. I'm all for requests. Sweep that back heel out a little bit. It's going to bring this left hip forward like you're hugging to the inside of your right thigh as you bring that. It's really the ribs, oblique sling. It's really over here. Oblique on the left pulls to right adductor. Now pull your shutters closed. Now spread your fingers. Even reach up out of your thumbs. Now maybe curl back in the pose. Yeah, soften. Settle it. Yeah, power and freedom, right? Balance. Exhale the hands down, left hand down, right elbow back. Maybe take the twist as you reach up. But don't lose that left hip. Keep lifting that one up and softening the other one. There. That's, yeah, right? It just gets easier. Now reach back out of the heel, forward out of the knee and the crown of the head, up and out of the fingertips. Inhale, come back to center, step back, downward dog, move through 1 vinyasa. Nice, y'all. Remember, don't rush. Keep that breath. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. Fire up those legs. All the movements in life, legs. You gotta fire them up. You move your arm, this is shit. This is me being safe as I move my arm. It all starts here, right? This is all the foundation. So push down. Yep, and hug in and use that to your benefit, right? If you got your legs on, all the rest is gonna start to pull together. Yep, pull the pelvic floor up. Pull your belly in. Pull your shutters closed. Let your heart reach out front. Let your throat slide back. Yep, gaze is in front of the mat as you reach up through the crown of the head. And when you're ready, frothing, come up into Vira 1. This time we're going to sweep that right heel out. So we could draw the right oblique to the left adductor. Back oblique sling is lat to glute, opposite glute, right? They're the X's. Now reach up, especially through the, pull the shutters closed again. Now maybe curl back into it. Yep. One more breath. Exhale the hands down. Right hand stays down. Left elbow draws back. Maybe reach. Remember, power the legs up. If you power the legs up, the oblique sling is going to start to work a lot easier as you rotate right ribs to the inside of the left thigh. As you reach back out of the heel. Forward out of the knee, forward out of the crown of the head. Maybe start to look up. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hands, step back, downward dog. Move through 1 vinyasa. Nice, y'all. Think about how we progress up, what the outline is. The outline is breath, foundation, right? Engagement. So right away, we're setting ourselves up with power and strength. Then we're going to reach out or express away. Keep pushing those hands down and forward. Keep taking your chest back towards your toenails. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a nice big reach. Take the right hand behind your back, bring your left hand to your elbow. Pull your belly in, pull your shutters closed. This wants to happen. This way, heels heavy, inner back, sacrum back, so belly's in. Shutters are closed. Now I can push my head back into my forearm, take my head back a little more. Then I can even reach up like I'm drawing my fingers up. Yep. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Swap side 2. Remember what I said about the legs? I wasn't shitting you. Look, fired up. Keep the power here. And then work from the heels. And then take the inner thighs back. And then take the sacrum back. And then pull the belly in and the shutters closed. Then push your head back as you start to stand up a little taller using that. Yep, and then fingers up. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Take the hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Take a nice big breath. Then let the shoulders come back. Maybe let the hands come away from your back a little bit. Scapular retraction, so shoulder blades to the midline, contributes to anterior pelvic tilt, like the hips going forward. So you really got to hold this back as you then take those shoulders. So work from your legs. Exhale, release. Swing the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Keep the weight balanced in your feet. So from the heel, the outer edge of the foot into the pinky toe mound. From the pinky toe mound, widen your foot towards the midline and push the big toe mound down. You should probably see like a space between your toes now. Now pull that energy up your legs. Now pull it up your spine so you could even look forward and drag your fingers back to your toes. It's going to be like it's pulling your spine forward out of your waist. Then maybe exhale, fold. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, take a big reach. Right hand grabs the left wrist, take that little side bend to the right. Same thing here, heels, inner thighs, right? Sacrum, belly, shudders. Even here, take the arms back a little bit more. Take the head and the throat back a little deeper. Inhale, come up, swap the hand. Root down into that right heel. That's below the waist, right? But breathe up above the waist. Get into those ribs, those intercostal muscles. Take the head and the throat back. Yep, take those arms back a little deeper. Inhale, come back up, release the hand. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Notice if you're leaning too far forward or leaning too far back. See here, like in human movement, a hip hinge, your sit bones go behind your heels. But in yoga here, forward fold, a little bit different. We're trying to stack up the outside of the hip and the outside of the knee and the ankle bone. We're trying to get this in one line the best that we can. And then look forward and climb the spine up out of the waist, and then maybe dive into the pose a little bit deeper. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up. Sit back, chair, Utkatasana. Look at the lumbar spine, solid. How's that happen? By bringing the belly button to the spine and bringing the sit bones down. The misalignment is they go up to the sky, and then we work the shit out of this lumbar spine, and we leave feeling worse than we came. Never a goal. Sit back deeper. So charge those legs up. From the pelvic floor, pull it up, belly and shudders. Sit back deeper. Hug the beach ball between the forearms. Lift those arms and sit back deeper. Nice, y'all. Push down, rise up. Exhale, fold. Used to make faces and grunts and shit when we behold. Not anymore, right? I tell you all the time, you're strong. And how do you get strong? By practicing, right? And putting yourself into those extra couple breaths. In alignment, of course. But that's the game, right? Got to get to that edge. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Move through your vinyasa 3 times. Stay with your breath. Nice, y'all. Nice pace. Stay with your breath. Is that a surfboard on a horse? Huh. Actually looks like a surf rack on a horse with a surfboard, which is even more interesting. If y'all don't know, I have like wave on the brain, so. It is good today. Do you think I didn't look at the cam already? You know I like to suffer. Of course I looked that I couldn't be there. We'll meet back in downward dog. But happy to be here with y'all, right? We're on our own little wave here. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, lunge. Spin that back heel, come up, extended side angle. So bent arm to bent knee. Now get that distance, right, that you're going to need. So if your front knee is in front of your ankle, you're a little too short. You want to move your back foot back a little bit. If your knee is behind your ankle, you want to bend into the knee, or maybe you have to shorten up. Yep, plug the arm in if you need to. Sweep the bicep right along your cheek. So if you look up, you're looking right up into your bicep. Now take that left thigh back. Take that left hip back like you're sticking your butt back on the left side. Keep doing that. Your right knee might pull in. Your right knee might pull in when you take your sit bone back and your thigh back, because this is the stretch muscle, but this is the root. Yep. Now start to open the knee to the right. So sit bone the heel or sweep the heel. Maybe take the hand down to the block of the floor. Now, settle the pose. Yeah, you don't give it all up, but you soften just a little bit to settle. Now inhale, come up into warrior two. Push the front leg straight. Get tall here as you breathe up out of the waist. Yep, keep that hip back. And when you're ready, hinge at the right side of the hip. Bring the hand down to the block of the floor. Trikonasana. If the hand's in front of your foot, it's a little more accessible or therapeutic. If it's behind your foot, it's a little more challenging. It's not one better than the other. Now keep working here. Now pull your bellies in lightly. Pull your shutters closed. Now take the top of the ribs back and the bottom of the ribs forward. Yeah, like you're rotating. Maybe look up. Go slow. Don't lose the shutters. Yes. One more breath. Inhale, come back up. Bend into that lead knee. Warrior two. Take a breath. Spin the hands down to the floor. Spin that back heel up. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Nice, y'all. Stay with your breath. Now, your breath might have came up a little bit, right? We just linked some poses up. We're holding, but we're not at run breath or even jog breath, right? It's still pretty controllable. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. Spin the back heel. Come up, bent arm to bent knee. Utthita Parsvakonasana, side two. The first thing to root that thigh back is to make sure you're on the balance beam. If your right foot is forward of your heel, you're already going to be thigh forward. So you want to be like, draw a line from the heel down to the arch of your foot. Right? Left heel to right arch. Now work that right thigh back. Even if your left knee falls into the midline right now. Start from the root the foundation proper, right? Then we'll build from there. If you're going to plug the arm or sweep it, yep, take it up. You're going to take the hand down to the block of the floor, wherever feels good. If you're going to rotate open, it's belly button and shutters, and then top of the ribs back and the bottom of the ribs forward. One more breath. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Push the front leg straight. Breathe and get tall. Yep, when you're ready, hinge at the left side of the hip. Keep that left side body reaching. Keep ripping your feet towards one another so those hips don't pop. So you're ripping your left heel back and your back arch forward. Keep your right ear lifting up to the sky so your left ear doesn't fall to the floor. Maybe look up and now settle into the pose. One more breath. Push into that front heel. Inhale, come up tall. Bend into the lead knee, warrior two. Spin the hands down to the floor. Spin the back heel up, downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Nice, y'all. Stay with your breath. When you get back to downward dog, exhale, lower your knees, sit back on your heels. Just grab a little drink or take a break. Full breath in, complete breath out. Take a few of those. When you're ready, inhale, come up. Exhale, hands down. We'll meet all fours. When you're ready, step back to plank. Back to downward dog. Take a few breaths here. We've been working on these downward dog holds the past few weeks. And the idea is to get the weight into your legs. So how are you going to do that? Just like we've been doing before, we're going to hug the hands in and keep the forearms and the inner biceps lifting up. We're going to slide the back of our neck to the front of the room where the ceiling and the wall meet. We're going to pull our bellies in and our shutters closed. So now we're solid in the upper body. Now push your hands down and forward. And as you do that, you're going to take your chest back towards your toenails or your shins. Yeah, that's the weight into your legs now. If you bend your knees, it will be a lot more accessible. If you straighten your legs, it will be more challenging. Just play with what feels good to you. But keep breathing here. Keep rooting down into the thumb and the pointer finger knuckle of your hand. Don't let that pointer finger knuckle come up. Keep breathing. We're just about there. And then from here, work through one vinyasa. Nice, y'all. Beautiful, beautiful poses. Squeeze those shoulders back. We'll meet back in downward dog. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. Inhale, come up. Virabhadrasana 1. Push from your left foot to your right heel. Step forward. Bring that left knee in front. Take the sacrum back because this is going to try to happen. So we go, boop, this way. Yep. If you want to play a little more, kick the leg out straight. Maybe look up. Bring the hands along the sides, bend the knee. Hinge at the hip. Kick the leg back. Virabhadrasana 3 with the arms back. Now you want to extend even further? Bring the arms back overhead. Yes. One more breath. Inhale, come back up. Bend that knee. Yep. Hinge at the hip. Float back, warrior 1. Take the breath. Nice, y'all. Exhale the hands down. Step back, downward dog, move through one vinyasa. One of those challenging moments in class, right? Let it be challenging. It's supposed to be hard. We're about to transfer, right? Linking poses, standing on one leg. Yeah, set yourself up for success, right? I know this is going to be challenging, but I'm going to take a breath and set a foundation and engage. And the best expression I have is what I'm going to put out. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. When you're ready, inhale, come up, Vira 1. We take a breath or two here. When we're ready, we push from right foot to left heel. As we come up, the knee comes up, the sacrum goes back, the shutters pull solid here. Yep. Maybe we start to kick the leg out. Maybe we start to look up. You could have your hands here if you're learning this pose too. Now take the hands by the side, bend the knee. Hinge. Don't kick the leg back yet till you get yourself all the way like parallel with the floor. Now kick the leg back like we talked about before, like we're kicking through a leg press. If you want the arms to go overhead, reach the arms up overhead. Yes, one more breath. Inhale, come up. Take, hinge, float back, warrior 1. Exhale the hands down, step back, downward dog, move through one vinyasa. Whew. You didn't see that coming, right?
I was totally on a different trip.
I like instantly started to sweat too. I was like, wow, here we go. See, my little joke about this shit is hard. I wasn't kidding, right? Like, it's challenging. I know it is, right? I practice with you all the time. But it's fun, and that's what keeps us going. This work is fun. The goal of your practice should be to be on that edge, right? Some things might not be this moment, but they will come from practice. Keep taking the chest back towards those toenails. Yep. Now roll to the outside of the right foot, stack the left foot on top or in front. Spread the toes. Inhale that left leg up if you want. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Keep going. We'll do 5. Now, lead with the outer heel, not the pinky toe. So we do abduction, not external rotation. Stay with the breath. When you get to your 5 or wherever you're ready, inhale, come back to plank. Push back, downward dog. Yeah, that's it. Take a full breath here. Shit's getting challenging. Roll to the outside of the left foot. Stack the right foot on top or in front. But we don't shy away or run away from this shit, right? We dive in. We set ourselves up for success, and we go for it. If you want to play here, spread the toes on the right foot. Lift it up. Lead with your heel. Instead, yeah. You should feel that on the outside of the hip maybe a little more. Yep. When you're done with your 5 or when you're ready, lower the leg. Inhale, come back to plank. Push back, downward dog. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a nice big reach. Maybe curl back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands in front. Thumbs catch the heart, flick it out, close your eyes, take a few breaths. Mountain pose, so work from your legs. The variation here is we're nice and solid and integrated and connected, so now we can do something like close our eyes. And we could turn back to our breath and flick our heart out, right? That's not shit you do unless you're solid. We've all flicked our heart out a little too early, right? That doesn't always work out. But here we set ourselves up for success and then gently open the eyes and release the hands. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, big reach. Maybe curl back that little bit. Feel that peel come up, your belly and your chest and your neck and your face and your arms. Yep, out of your fingertips, out of the crown of the head. If you're deep, let that inhale come up. Fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands out in front of you. Inhale, reach the right leg straight back, come to standing split. Now, reach your right heel back so your left heel gets heavy. If you want to stay here, stay here. If you want to inhale, come up into that warrior 3, lift the arms up off the floor. That's another little way to come into that warrior 3. The arms can be back in airplane for a little more balance. If the arms are up, lower them down, take a breath. Then lower that right leg, take another breath. When you're ready, reach the left leg straight back. Make sure your toes on your right foot can move. If you're too far forward, they're going to crunch and they're going to pull the big toe mound up and you're going to lose your balance. And then if you want to challenge the balance a little more, maybe the arms come up in front, maybe they'll go back along your sides. Yes, the arms are up, lower them down, take the breath, then lower the leg. Walk the hands back in, sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, take that big reach. Maybe curl back that little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Move through your vinyasa 3 times. So start to flow through a little bit more. But keep the pace. From downward dog, when you're ready, exhale, lower your knees. Cross your right leg over your left. Yeah, I just can't do this one with y'all. My knee's still not right for this. So you're going to take this right leg and cross it. Oh, which way did I say? Right over left? Okay, right over left. And now I want to get like the right above my knee, the front of this left thigh, I want to get it tight behind my right knee. As tight as I can. Then I'm going to take my feet out to the sides. Now sit back between your heels. Because if we're tight in the back of the hip like I am, this is my tighter muscles in my hips, your knees are going to want to pull apart here. So if you try to lock them in tight, they won't pull apart as much. Now, if you feel like they're pulling apart too much, just sit up on the bolster or the blanket and boost yourself up a little bit. It'll make the pose a little more accessible. When you sit on a blanket or a bolster, you want to sit to the front of the blanket so you're tipping off the blanket a little bit. That'll bring the low back in and up. See, if you're sitting on it all the way, it's going to go this way, out and down. We want this to go in and up. Now, you can stay here. You can hinge forward a little bit. This is Longhorn, so you're in the hips a little more. We did the arm today, so if you want to work Gomukhasana, you can. So you're going to go, we want to be opposite elbow up, then the opposite knee that's up. So if your right knee is up, you want your left hand to come in front and plug and reach behind you. Then your right hand's going to come out to the side. You're going to turn your fingernails forward, and you're going to bend your elbow as you walk your hand up your back. Now, if you can clasp your hands, right, you're going to clasp your hands. If it's a little too far, you're going to drop the strap from your top hand into your bottom, and that'll give you that little extra space. Yep. Now, you're not going to get any further by taking your right shoulder back anymore, right? This is done. This is end range of motion. The way to get your hands closer is to take the arm that's up, right? And you're going to take the shoulder blade back to the wall behind you. And that's how you're going to get your hands to go closer. And then watch the boing as you release. Inhale, unwind. Yep. Place the hands, unwind the legs, spin around all fours. And then we'll swap side two. Break dance move into side two if you want to go right into it. Yep, reach down to the bottom sit bone, the bottom leg, and pull that sit bone back and take it out a little bit. Then do the top. And you'll notice the top will get a little closer to the floor. And then if you want to hinge forward, you hinge forward. If you want to go Gomukhasana, cow facing, opposite, whatever your knee is, opposite elbow, right? Plug, reach back. Hand out to the side, fingernails forward, bend the elbow, start to wiggle the hand up, or drop the strap. And then take that shoulder blade back to get the hands to clasp a little bit easier. Push your head back into your forearm. You're going to feel the muscles in your neck start to engage. Now you can sit up tall, reach through the crown of your head. Nice. And then watch your boing as you release. Unwind the legs, spin around all fours, and then just reach your right leg back, open up the knee and the hip a little bit. And take your left leg back. Yep. And then lower both knees, all fours, spin around to a seated position. So you got a couple options in boat. You're going to keep your knees bent. Or we're going to take your legs straight like this, whatever your flavor is. Now, I tend to teach y'all boat from your spine, not from your belly, right? Because this is in the pose. It's this, right? So we want to work our back. Now, we did a lot of that shit already to try to warm that up so we can lift up, right? That's where we want to be. Is your belly drawn in? Hell yeah. But this is flexion of the spine. What are we going to have to engage to get this to neutralize? The spinal erectors, right? Even deeper is your multifidus, your core muscle in your spine, right? Core muscles are going to be the deepest ones, right? That's where we're going to work. Come on, let's give it a try. So set yourself up. I always do Ardha Navasana with y'all where I lay back. If you want to lay back, go for it. If you want to stay up tall, stay up tall. It's not going to be one's better than the other. All right, here we go. When you're ready, spread your fingers, spread your toes. Inhale, lift the arms and the legs. See, I'm lifting up like the back of my heart up through the front of my chest. Yep, maybe halfway down. Inhale, come up. That's it, lift. Yeah, work your spine here. Halfway down. Come back up. You want even more of a challenge? Don't let your feet touch. Keep them independently. Stabilized. Halfway. Inhale, come up. We're going for 5. Breathe. Halfway. You're smiling right now. We got to keep going. Come up. Come on, let's go for it. One more time. Slow. Control it. Hold it. Hold it. Inhale, come up. Hold it. Lift. Lift. Spread your fingers. Spread your toes. Yes. One more breath. Exhale, release. Yeah, you were smiling at me. It was like, hell yeah. Y'all are strong. I tell you all the time, right? What? 5. 10? Next Saturday, I think. Here, it has been set. We're going to go for it next week. Here it is. Did we do 6?
No, we did 5.
We did 5? They were 5 long ones. So, yeah, that's the deal, right? Do the work, get the result. All right, let's go. Where are we? How much time we got? All right, spin around all 4s, hands and knees. And then step back to plank, and then back to downward dog. So I played this with them last night. If y'all want to give this a try today, because I've been playing this with y'all the past few weeks. Actually, exhale, lower your knees for a quick second, just so I show you. All right, so we've been practicing with taking that leg out to the side, right, and floating it. Well, last night what we did was we went into this fallen star with the leg up. So if you want to try that, right, we can give that a go today. If you want it to be more accessible, you're going to take the foot to the floor here, right? Then you would spin, then you could lift the leg. If you want to try to go from lifting the leg, it'll be a whole different level of balance. So it's just where you want to play, okay? You know what I'm going to say. One is not better than the other. They're both awesome, right? It's just where you want to play in the moment. Same awesome, right? See? My shit is funny. You are laughing. All right, let's come up all 4s, hands and knees. I mean, this shit is supposed to be fun, right? We're supposed to laugh, enjoy ourselves. That's part of it, right? That's part of the deal. When you're ready, step back to plank, and then downward dog.
Unless you're doing Yangar.
She said that, I didn't. Stomp the floor on you? All right, here we go. Reach the right leg straight back. Come forward, right knee to left elbow. Kick the leg out to the side. Maybe float the leg. So those are adductors. Now spin to the inside of the left foot. Keep holding that right leg up. Yeah, draw the left elbow back. Spread your fingers as you reach the arm. Now power in the legs, power in the arm, freedom in softening into the pose. Beautiful, y'all. Inhale, unwind. Reach that leg back. Yep, lower it down. Take a breath. Reach the left leg straight back. Come forward, left knee to right elbow, kick the leg out to the side. When you're ready, spin to the inside of the right foot. Keep turning the bicep forward on the left arm. You're going to integrate into the upper back. Nice, y'all. Maybe look up. Settle the pose. Inhale, unwind. Reach that leg back. When you're ready, lower that left leg. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, pigeon. Nice, y'all. That was fun, right? Another little, level of challenge. So take that right knee nice and wide, and that left knee in line with your hip. So the right one you can see, the left one you might have to peek over your shoulder. Now, lots of power in the legs. So it goes back to that rip thing. You are ripping your front knee back and ripping your back knee forward. If Trina wanted to take her hands off the floor, look, nothing moves. There's that much power in the legs and into the hips. Now, if that's your flavor and you want to try it, great. If not, still beautiful pose. Play with what feels good. Now, I know a lot of you like to fold, so pull up from the pelvic floor, root chakra, all the way up, and then go into the fold. So that the fold doesn't become a collapse, right? Because they have 2 different definitions. The first one, we're bringing ourselves there. The collapse just means gravity's winning. Well, gravity's always going to win, right? I've been asking someone to levitate for a long time. I haven't seen it yet, but I'd love to. These look solid, y'all. Take your left knee out to the left just a little bit more. Yep. Now bring your left hip up a little bit more. Keep going. You okay with the touch?
Left.
Yeah. You okay with the touch?
Yes.
Bring this one up this way. There. You feel that change over on this side? Yeah, yeah. Keep that right there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Can you take that right knee out to the right edge of your mat? It won't change the intensity of the pose. That'll be changed by your shin being parallel with the mat. So can you take your knee out here more? Keep going. A lot. Keep going. There. Now bring your shin back a little more. Yeah. Now shift your hips over to the left. Keep going. You feel that starting to change? Yeah, keep going. Yeah. So maybe shin back a little more. That might make it a little more accessible. Yep. And then keep bringing your hips that way. Yes. Yeah. One more breath. Inhale, come up. Bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand. Take your left hand to the edge of your mat, maybe even to the floor. You're going to use it like a kickstand. Now we got to do this. Shoulder back. Because this is disintegration. This is integration. Yep. Now start to draw that heel towards your sit bone to get the quad stretch. Stay with your belly. Stay with your shutters. Yep. Maybe start to look up. Work your gaze up the wall, like up the brick wall, up to the corner, maybe up to the ceiling. And then watch the buoying as you release. Inhale, come back to center. Place your hands. Lift your hips. Unwind that right leg. Reach it back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. And then exhale, lower it. Take your left leg straight back. Step it through. Pigeon side two. Take your time. I always stay ahead of y'all a little bit. Take your time and stay with your breath. So now this time that left knee is going to go wide. And that right knee is going to go in line with the hip. See, the reason we're taking the left knee wide is to make the foundation open up. Because like we linked it up, right? If we were narrow, we're going to fall over. But if we have that width, we're going to be able to hold that space. Start ripping the legs towards one another. Work from the chakras, root to crown. And when you're ready, if you want to fold, go for the fold. If you want to stay up in the prep, stay up in the prep. Like everything, right? It's not a right or wrong. If you need more power holding up that right hip, you're going to curl your toes on the right foot. If you want more extension, like you're reaching out, you're going to take your toenails flat. What are you doing back here?
I came late.
You're throwing me off.
Yeah, I'm throwing myself off. I don't like it.
Funny how like creatures of habit we are, right? Try to get that same spot. Yeah. Yes. Keep that even more this way. Yep. Awesome, yo. Yeah, because I'm picky this way. Yep. These are awesome. Couple more breaths. Same thing here. Now try to bring your hips this way. Yep. Yeah. All right, inhale, come up. Bend your right knee. Reach back with your left hand. Right hand's going to go to the edge of the mat. And then we're going to turn the bicep forward so we go into supination or external rotation. Then as the heel draws to the sit bone, we start intensifying that quad stretch. But don't lose dragging the back knee forward. Don't lose belly button to spine. Don't lose shutters. Maybe start to peek over that left shoulder a little bit. Maybe start to work your gaze up the wall. Yep. Play with what feels good to you. One more breath. Now control it as you release so you don't just boing. And then come back to center. Lift the hips. Reach that left leg back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Lower it down. Look forward. Bend your knees. Step or jump between your hands. Swing your arms up. Take a nice big reach. and curl back into it. And then inhale, come up, and exhale, hands in front. All right, grab your mats, find a spot on the wall, we'll go upside down. If you're at home and you don't have the wall to kick up on, you can always lay on your back, bend your knees, interlace your hands behind your thigh as you reach your heel to the sky, take a bunch of breaths, and then you can swap into side two. If you're at home or you're in the studio, it's not your day to invert. You're always welcome to go legs up the wall or do a pose that feels good to you. Those of you that want to invert in the middle of the room, you're welcome to stay in the middle of the room as well. Trina's going to be walking around, so if you have any questions right away, you can grab her. I'm going to talk everyone into downward dog and L pose. But those of you that want to play with any other variations, you're more than welcome to. Once I get everybody up, I'll walk around as well. A couple different variations you could play with today could be Pincha Maya. Okay, we opened up the shoulders and lats and things like that, so Pincha might be an option for y'all. You could work L pose with the one leg up, like the standing split that we did, right? So there's a couple different things that you can mess with. One-handed handstand, if that's your flavor. We've been muscling up today, all right? So if you're going to stick with me, all fours, hands and knees, feet are touching the wall. If you're ready to go on your own, there's Pincha Maya right there if you're not sure what it is. If you want to go on your own, whenever you're ready. So with me, all fours, hands and knees, feet are touching the wall. Take a couple breaths. When you're ready, lift the knees and the hips, come to a short downward dog. Step one foot up the wall, and then the second foot up the wall. If your knees are bent, you're in downward dog, invert it. If your legs are straight, you're in L pose. Nice, y'all. Remember, set yourself up for success. Right away, you're going ass over head. So that sounds like something that's going to be challenging, right? Okay. So take the breath, right? Set the foundation, engage, and play. Okay. You do this too smooth now. So now what you got to do is push your head up off the floor. Go into Pincha from here. Keep lifting up. Yes! Yes! Keep working that. Come up. Yes. That's what we're going to work now.
Oh, I feel like my head is stuck.
You okay? No, that's gravity doing its That gravity can be a son of a bitch sometimes. But that's the idea. Push up from the floor. So then you come from headstand into Pincha Maya. That's another way to...
When you keep your head is off the floor. And what were you saying to me last time when I was like the creases here?
Yeah, bring your feet forward a little. Like, do one at a time. So go ahead, kick up. And you're okay with the touch, right? So I'll show you here.
Now you're watching.
Of course. I mean, that's definitely going to happen. Yes. Okay, now, we got to put a crease here. So bring your leg forward a little more. There's the crease. See, if you're back this way, bring it to the wall. See, that's thighs forward. When you bring it this way, there's the crease. Now load your elbows up a little bit more, because that's going to be the end range there. Now bring your right leg scissored into your left, and when you feel you feel like you're going to fall this way, push your elbows down. It's going to bring you back to the wall. When you feel like you're going to come, you got to get off the wall, push down into your wrists, and it's going to bring you this way. Yeah, you feel where the balance is in your forearms. Yeah.
Yeah, it's no, I mean,
There it is. Yes.
yeah, you feel my core too.
Yep.
So,
Because when you're like this, what's the core going to do? It's lengthening.
yeah.
But when you do this, we pull back in.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Give it up.
Great. Thank you.
That's solid. You know that shit's not easy, right? It's super challenging. Got a question? Yeah.
Could you guide me through, I guess I've done, the most I've done is head facing the wall and legs pretty straight up, letting one of them fall. I've never done where my head is facing away from the wall before. You start off kind of dolphin, is that like,
So are you going for like a headstand? So your head's on the floor.
Sure.
Okay, so you're going to take your hands like this,
Okay.
and you're going to move your pinky out of the way. Hug your elbows in more. Yep. Yeah, now put your head between your hands and cup the back of your head with your hands. So that the top of your head, all the way at the top, go even higher on the top of your head.
Oh, like hands up?
No, hands on the back of your head, but put your head on the floor all the way at the top. There you go. Now lift up, come to like a short downward dog or like you're lifting up there. Now keep hugging your elbows in, don't let them splay out. Now put the weight into your forearms, so from your wrists to your elbows, so your neck is safe. And then when you're ready, you're going to bend the one knee and step it in just a little bit. Yep. Then you're going to kick up, feet to the wall.
Feels so far away.
You want me to help you?
That would be great.
Okay, take one leg out and don't kick. Take your one leg out off the floor. Don't kick. Don't kick. Push down into my hand. Push down, 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 push down. You good?
Yep.
Come on. Yep. There we go.
Thank you.
Now, reach out of your heels. Bring your feet together a little more. Yep, keep reaching out of your heels. Remember, legs. So what happens if our legs are engaged here? Which way are we going? Up. What happens if our legs are disengaged? Down. Legs, right? You okay coming down? Yep. Awesome. That was awesome. Little trick. Whenever your head's on the floor and you're doing an inversion, when you come up, before you take your head off the floor, you take your one hand to your forehead and your other hand to the back of your head. And when you come up, you hold your head. And this way, in case anything tried to like jump in your neck, like one of those little stingers, you'll start to settle that a little bit. And then you'll let your neck start to accept the weight from your head. Right? So that's like a little trick when you come out of it, just to set yourself up for success. Right? All right. Give yourself 30 seconds. If you're inverting, keep it going. If you got to kick up one more time, go for it. And then we're going to meet. You know what? We had fun with it last night. I'm going to do it again today. Let's do wilding as our back bend. So let's meet downward dog, face in the middle of the room. If you want to use the wall, right, what you do is you're going to take your feet to the wall like this. Then when you roll and you come into your wilding, you can push into the wall. It's going to give you all the power into your legs. Back bends, 90% legs, 10% back bend. It's all legs, right? That's where you're going to set the foundation up from. Come on. Now, if you want to do it in the middle of the room or like float more, you're going to come to the top of your mat. If you want to use the wall, you're going to walk your feet back to the wall. You know it's not going to be one better than the other, right? So here we go. Let's meet downward dog, middle of the room, wherever you want to be, to the top of your mat or back feet to the wall. Take a couple breaths. Roll to the outside of the right foot. Stack the left foot on top or in front. Come into side plank. Spread your toes on your left foot. Lift your leg. Bend your knee and slowly step your foot behind you. Curl into the upper back. Take your foot wider to closer to her mat. Yep, there you go. Now curl into the upper back. Reach across the room like you're reaching to the person across. Yep. Now soften your face. Now inhale, come back to side plank. Now come back to plank. Push back downward dog. Take a breath. Here we go. Roll to the outside of the left foot. Stack the right foot on top or in front. Spread your toes. Lift your right leg up. Bend your knee. Step that foot behind you. Now integrate. Keep turning the bicep towards the center of the room. And you're going to feel that you get stronger. Now curl into your upper back. Yes. Spread your fingers. Start to reach across the room. Awesome, y'all. Now big inhale. Come back to side plank. Yep. Then come back to plank. Now push back downward dog and bend your knees real deep here. Bend them, bend them, bend them. Yep, we're looking for a neutral fold here. And then lower your knees, spin around to a seated position. Nice, y'all. Fiery. Bend your right leg, take your left leg over the top. I can't do that. My foot would be over here. I just can't get it there. Sit up nice and tall. Push your big toe mound down. If you need to, reach down to those sit bones, right, just like you did before. Then you're going to take your left hand behind you, your right bent elbow, outside of the knee, sit up tall. Twist to the up knee. The belly's in, the shutters are closed, the head and the throat are back. If you want to peek over the shoulder, start to peek over the shoulder. You'll go a little bit deeper. If you want to hit the arm balance, sometimes we hit out of this. Ekapada Kunyasana 1. You're going to unwind just a little bit. You're going to place your hands down like downward dog. You're going to lift your hips up. You're kicking the bottom leg forward. So like where the two walls are meeting. And then the top leg is going back. Yep. When you're ready, inhale, unwind. You could break dance into side 2 or swap the legs. Fuck. Can I have that blanket, please? Thank you. Fuck. Right hand behind, left bent elbow. Sit up tall. Rotate to the up knee. Nice, y'all. Stay with the belly. Stay with the shutters. Stay here if you want. We're opening up the back of the hip. We're on this outside of the leg a little bit. We're in a nice twist. Or you unwind a little bit. You place the hands down. You lift the hips up. See, the outside of my leg is to the back of my arm on my tricep. My bottom leg goes forward. My top leg, goes up and back. Look at my legs. It's all happening there, right? That's where all the weight's at. These are the prime movers, right? I got to engage those. And then inhale, unwind. Unwind your legs. Take your legs out straight. Reach back, grab the sit bones, pull them back. Maybe turn the thighs in so that your kneecaps and your toes are facing straight up to the sky. They're going to try to do this. So hug your big toe mounds in. Sit up tall. If you need to, take your hands here and use a little bit of support to lift up. Maybe take the arms up. Pull the belly in. Pull the shutters closed. Take the head and the throat back. Take the arms back. Yep, one more breath. Exhale, hands in front. Lay back. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Make a couple small circles maybe. Right knee in, left leg out. Roll towards that left hip, take the twist. So right shoulder stays rooted down. Belly and shutters. Keep this here. Breathe this here. Now this goes this way. Yeah. Yep. Inhale, come back to center. Hug your left knee and take your right leg out. If that left shoulder peels up off the mat when you take your leg to the side, remember what we said all the weight is, right? So there's a good chance it's going to pull the shoulder up. If it does, You root down into the legs, and then you breathe above your waist, so you get your spine long again. And when you pull your belly and your shutters closed, then you can rotate that shoulder back into the mat. So we're going here, then we're lengthening here. Then we're going here. Better be careful, he's going to want your session next week. Soften your face. And then inhale, come back to center. Take both knees in, give yourself that little hug. Then take both legs out. Reach the arms up overhead. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. And then when you're ready, hug your knees to your chest. Happy baby, Ananda Balasana, final pose. How are you feeling? That was a lot of work today. Double session, that's a lot. Now keep your knees wider than your shoulders. Keep the sacrum flat. With your knees nice and wide, you're getting the insides of the thighs, adductors and groins. When you draw your knees to your ears, you're getting back of the hip and through the glue here. If you want to take one leg out or both legs out, you're in your hamstrings again. And when you're ready, inhale the knees to center. Exhale the legs out straight. We'll take Shavasana. Beautiful practice, crew. Feel free to add or remove layers or props. I'm going to talk everyone through laying flat, but you're more than welcome to do a variation that feels good to you. And here as the legs stretch out, let the feet gently roll open. Let the arms come along the sides. And as we turn those palms open to the sky, we feel the shoulders start to settle back. And we let our head rest back. And maybe we let our eyes close as the tongue softens from the roof of the mouth. We want our body to get heavy, to let go. This is the balance, right, to all that fire that we did today. Those strong engagements, those integrations. Here we're just feeling the muscles lay on the bones, and the bones down into the yoga mat down into the earth. We melt. The mind, we let it soften as it turns back to the breath. Each exhale clears and it removes and it makes space. So that as we inhale, we can draw in something new, the change. The work that we did, it roots, takes hold. And the heart opens. The heart brought us to the mat, the practice. It'll move us into the yoga of life, the practice of life. And it'll bring us back to the mat, the practice again. Because the heart is the balance. We say our bodies, they want to do nothing. Our minds want to do everything. So we use our heart to bring it together, to balance. And begin here to draw in a deeper breath. Feeling the breath wash over the body, your fingers, your toes. Crown of your head through your heart as you reawaken that better version of yourself. As the fingers and the toes wiggle, let the arms and the legs stretch or reach, moving in a way that feels good to you. Taking your time, moving slowly, consciously, aware of each action. When you're ready, you can hug the knees to the chest and just push your hands down. Come up to a seated position. We'll meet together with our eyes closed and our hands in front of our hearts. And one more time to seal in our practice, our time together, the sound of Om. All together, deep breath in. Beautiful. As we softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. For all of that hard work, that determination, that challenge, the love and the support you always give each other, it's to you that I bow. Namaste. Thanks, crew. Good to see everyone. Any questions or anything, grab us before you go. Something feels weird in your body, grab me before you go. Maybe I'll see y'all next week. If not, I'll see you soon. As I'm looking out this window, y'all be careful walking underneath that tree across the street because there's a widowmaker hanging up there. And it's big too, so when it comes down, it's going to seriously hurt somebody. You'll see it if you look out the window. It's pretty big. I don't know if anyone lives around here. Maybe you want to give a call because that looks pretty rough. Yeah, and all the branches hanging out to the left, so.
And don't park there.
It's pretty bad. That's a big branch. It's all right. It's not.
What did they say?
I haven't gone yet.
Oh, you haven't gone yet? Okay.
No.
I'm trying to figure it out.
So probably next week.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll make an appointment this weekend, and I just couldn't, man. I was just too busy. I had shit
No,
going on.
I know. And we had.
It's not getting any better, and it's not getting any worse. It's
Right.
just sitting in that spot
Yeah.
now. So it's like now.